Welcome to No Man's Sky, everybody. Xxiou from Xxiou Games YouTube channel here on the internet, on YouTube, back here once again. And hey, welcome to 2023. Happy New Year, everyone. We made it, so hope you're well. What we're going to be talking about today is No Man's Sky 2022. We're going to take a look back at the updates we got in 2022 and see overall how we felt about the year as a whole and the content that we got in 2022, and maybe it'll give us some kind of idea of what we might see coming up in 2023. So let's go ahead and get right into this. So the first update we got last year was in February, and it was the Sentinel update. Now this update was a big update to the Sentinels. It introduced new types of Sentinels, Sentinel pillars, new Royal multi-tools, which aren't really that great. I thought they would be good, but there was a limited variety you could get. But, you know, new Sentinels. You could get a Sentinel drone companion. There's a new mission in this update to get the Sentinel drone and to get the hard frame body for your exomech and get the AI installed, which really makes this guy shine. This is probably one of the best things about this update, I thought, was that you could now have your mech be very useful. But aside from that, I kind of felt like this update would have been a bit better had it been packaged with the following update. Because when this one came out kind of on its own, it was fun for me anyway for like a week or two, and then it was just like, okay. You know, I didn't really feel much like fighting more Sentinels, but I think it was fairly decent. However, here we have the next update, Outlaws. Now, I feel Outlaws was phenomenal. Outlaws introduced new Outlaw stations, new solar ships, so a whole new ship type we could hunt, guys, which is awesome. The Outlaw systems, you could do the, easier ways to get X-Class modules now. New Outlaw missions you could do for, running money and stuff like that. And new items you could acquire to sell for things. So I was a big fan of Outlaws. I'm still a huge fan of Outlaws because I spend a lot of time still in these Outlaw systems looking for ships. Because these, if you didn't know, the Outlaw systems do have the best chance of spawning the S-Class ships. So you can find a lot of S-Class ships and other cool ships like exotics and stuff in pirate systems. So I do a lot of exploring in pirate systems. So me personally, I was a big fan of the Outlaws update. I thought the addition of the solar ships was phenomenal because, it's one more thing to hunt for and one more thing that, there's an unlimited version of. So, you just keep hunting and hunting. So, yeah, I say Outlaws, very solid update. I was a big fan of this one. I just think Sentinel should have been tied into it. Next up, we got No Man's Sky Endurance. Now, I personally, big fan of this update. Now, this brought a whole new way to build on freighters. They completely changed freighter building, and for the better. Takes a little bit of getting used to, but you can do some amazing freighter builds now that never ever used to be possible. So freighter building is so much improved. Aside from the freighter building, it also included the new deep space storms, which are awesome when you find them. There was some at the beginning of this video. It also included the organic frigates that we can now find out in space, which are amazing. So this was just like a massive update to your fleet and freighters, and I think it was fantastic. It's a lot of fun. I'm still working on this one. I still haven't gotten into updating all my freighter tech or anything like that. So I think this was a great one. This was a phenomenal update. More like this should come out. So next we got No Man's Sky 4.0, the one everyone been waiting for, Waypoint. Now, what was 4.0 and what did we get? Well, they added a lot of things in 4.0. The main thing being Nintendo Switch release which is its own edition on its own. If you didn't know about that, I'll link it in the description so you can see what the differences are between the Switch release and other versions. 4.0 changed up inventory quite a bit. The way the inventory system works, totally redone. Less pages to go through. They got the cargo and the tech now, and they added the supercharged slots, which I think are great. Now, but this, so basically, what did people who weren't on Switch get in this update? Well, we got the redone catalog and guide with new things you can try and work on. We got the rocket, the trade rocket, of course. We got the difficulty settings, guys, where you could change the difficulty of the game, basically making a game mode for yourself that you like and, you know, playing however you want. So that was a huge change. If you haven't seen it yet, watch my video, link below, about how No Man's Sky will never be the same after this update. Because I still stand by that after 4.0, the game has changed forever and will never be what it once was because of some of the moves they made. Now, 4.0 also pushed a lot of players away. I'm not sure, but why? I think a lot of people expected more from 4.0 for the players like on PC, PlayStation, and whatnot, but it seemed mostly focused on the Switch release. However, we did get the inventory update, which once implemented, I think was good. Now, in this video, guys, I didn't talk about the expeditions or the many patches that came out throughout 2022 to fix various problems. Here we are, 2023. There are still quite a bit of bugs people are experiencing, but I'm sure, you know, they're working on it, and we should see something coming pretty soon to fix more bugs. And I would guess, you know, like last year, first update for 2023 in February after the expedition redo's finished. So probably February, you're going to see your first named update. What is that going to be? I have no idea at this point what it could be. I really don't. So enjoy the expedition redos. I hope you like this. If you had missed when any of these came out, hope filled you in. Also, I'll link below the page on the No Man's Sky website in case you want to read all the features for each of these updates that were brought into the game, since I kind of just quickly covered them. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't yet and you like No Man's Sky, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, or if you can't, hit the like button. That helps too. That's really helpful. And again, I am Xxiou from Xxiou Games YouTube channel here on the internet, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.